Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 15 minutes. What you see here on the screen is behind the scenes of the live trading community that I offer. And I thank you for the feedback, by the way. I know a lot of you enjoy seeing this because not only does it just walk you through the thought process, kind of the dynamics behind a trade before I even make it, but also just allows you that are curious about, how does your service actually work, what's going on, and allows you to see that. So what I want to do is just kind of build upon the watch list that I've already put out there. So right here, you can see the watch list that's already been made, but then I like to always add in a few more in terms of more specific areas that I'm watching. And the level for BA, which you see over here on the screen, I don't think it's going to come in play. And I should say that I don't think, because these are live videos. This is not a post commentary. This is not me doing some sort of voiceover. I truly have no idea what's going to happen. So that you're getting my live thoughts as the market plays out. But regardless, BA, that 163, interesting. At this point, it looks like it might be a back test point for potential short. So that's one level that was really standing out to me. And then also on mRNA, that was another one where, again, let's see, where is it right now? Okay, nice. It's going to be close, but that one's still potentially in play with, so mRNA 76.50 flush point on the open. So that's another area where flush point, meaning looking for prices to go down. So that's another interesting area. And then also want to get what's going on with KNDI. This thing's been bonkers this morning. Oh, this thing's just grinding right now. Yeah, at this point, what I'm looking at here, and you remember, you can't see everything on the screen. I don't feel comfortable really mapping on anything because this is just kind of a little too crazy right now. So we'll have to let that one settle out. And then also want to check out KODK. See how that one's playing out right now. All right, there we go. What is that level? 41.75. So KODK, 41.75. Upside breakpoint on the open. So there we go. Got a couple of potential shorting alerts. There's one for an upside break, so for the people that like to go long. But that's how it works. And so just a quick little behind the scenes, like I said there. But also, now you have some of these levels that, whether or not any of those come into play, I have no idea. But that's the beauty of these being live, is you get to see how the markets, how trading plays out in a very live way, in a very unknown way. So that's where things currently stand, and I will keep you updated. Market opens up here in less than at this point, literally 60 seconds from now. Pretty sure I'm going to watch Boeing out of the opening gates. It's actually worked its way back up to, where's my cursor? There's my cursor. Problem with having 4 monitors, sometimes you lose track of your cursor, but it's actually getting close. It's getting back up around that 163.25 area. So maybe, just maybe, it'll come into play here right at the open, but maybe, just maybe, something else will catch my eye at the last second, because there seems to be quite a bit moving out there. But that is the current game plan. The markets are now open, and unfortunately, looking like Boeing, at least for now, is going to leave me in its dust. These are 1-minute candles, and yeah, you just can't chase. As enticing as it is to go short right here, you just can't chase. So just made an alert that it's basically getting beat down right now, but I'm waiting for some sort of dead cat. Dead cat meaning some sort of sign of apparent strength, but it's not actually true strength, because then the price rolls back over. So that's what I'm watching for right now. But yeah, as of now, what's going on with KODK? Pulling back. Well, BA starting to bounce back up here a little bit. But yeah, I need to see more of a bounce back up than this. So 161.85. Aries looking a little interesting there, but still need to see a little bit more of a bounce than what it's given right now. There we go. All right, well, I'll pause and I'll let you know if something pops up. All right, I'm liking this action quite a bit here. A good solid bounce at this point. I'd like to see this stay above 162.50 though, and it's not doing that right now. 162. There we go. There we go. 162, I'm going to get that alerted 35. Flush point 1 minute. So 162.35. I'm interested in. But as of right now, this thing is, that's why you don't chase. You guaranteed there were people that were shorting down here. If you're brand new, shorting just means those people wanted to see the price go down. And right now the price is not going down. It's going up quite a bit. So now it's just a waiting game. I'm still bearish on it. But I mean, you just can't, you don't want to jump the gun too far. 162.35, still that area that I'm very interested in. So just got to wait and watch. Wait and watch. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, it's trying to make a move downwards. I want to see this candle close above it though. I'm not willing to short on this candle. Should be closing here relatively soon. Stay above it. And actually 162.50, excuse me, is more so the level that I'm interested in. Going to get that updated here. BA update 162.50 flush point 1 minute. So I like this very much so now. If it can look like it wants to break down through 162.50. But right now, looking like it might want to show some signs of strength. So alrighty, I will go ahead and pause. All right, showing some signs of weakness here. I don't know if it'll get down there. Again, I apologize. These are truly live, so I might just be wasting everybody's time here by waiting to see if it falls, but I'd rather have the video rolling. But I like this setup a lot. But you got to wait for a little bit more confirmation. Yep, right here around 162. At this point, I'm going to go 162.65-ish. Get that also updated here. 162, change that around. 65. Well, this thing just wants to keep on working upwards right now. I almost wonder about 163. Yeah, I do like 163. So if it looks like it's going to break through 163. Okay, I'm in at 163.13. Let's see if I can pull some off here, down here at, there we go. See if I can get some more. Let's see if I can get this move down to 162-ish. Am I being greedy? This move's getting pretty overextended. Okay, taking some more off there because I think I might. I mean, this is a very overextended move. Still have 200 shares though to take advantage of a continued move. I still could take a small loss on my final 200 shares if it gets up over 163.25. So I'm not out of the woods yet. Now it's going to be a winning trade. But my point here is the final 200 shares because I want to give this thing some wiggle room. I could still technically take a loss on. But yeah, let's see if this thing, I still like the chance of it getting, being able to get down below 162. But I'm just not willing to take anything more off the table as of now, unless it can get down at least below 162. So again, just to reiterate, this will be a winning trade. It just may not be as a big of a winning trade as there's the break. Let's get some more follow through. Come on. Ooh. That quickly snapped back above 162. See if it wants to give it another go. Maybe this can be the true push to the downside. Well, that's twice now it's broken down below that level and failed. So taking out another 100 now at 162.13 for that reason. You saw it happen twice. Got down below 162 and both times failed. But I still do have 100 shares left. Now at this point in time, if it goes up over 162.75-ish, I will be out. So this is definitely a winning trade regardless. It's just really a question of how big of a winning trade is it going to be. Have a mental stop loss in. So again, if it goes up above 162, we'll call it 75-ish, I'll get out. But now let's see if this thing wants to break to the downside. As you saw, it's tried twice and failed twice. Twice. I think I'm saying that word right. You know, the challenges of trying to... Come on. Sometimes if you talk sweetly to them and whisper sweet nothings in their ear, they cooperate. Come on, Boeing. Come on. You know you want to flush. No, Boeing is having none of my sweet talk. It is having none of my sweet talk. Again, if it gets above over 75, I am out using a mental stop. You know, if it comes back down to 162, I will probably look to add, but at this point, it looks like it's going to have to stop me out. Is it going to roll back over? So close. All right, all out there. So $346, not bad at all. And, you know, this was all, I mean, you saw that play out. Well, I guess you didn't see me type it up exactly, but you heard me typing. But right there, just to show, you know, right there. So started talking about 162.35 and then did the BA update. And then I made a mention that I edited it. So that pen right there means I edited the thing to the 162.65. So yeah, I got in a little bit sooner, but that's why, I mean, you got to be able to think for yourself a little bit. I mean, I can't handhold the entire time, but even if you did just get in at the 160, or even if members got in at the 162.65, still, oh wow, look at that. Well, I'm glad I locked in some profits down here. Remember the 100 shares that I took off down around that area right there at 162.13 was because we watched it together. This is awesome. Some great learning here. We watched it twice violate 162, and both times it just did not work out and is now just booming. In fact, that deserves another. I don't know now. But that's such a wide range here. I mean, 163 looks like, again, round two of an interesting flush point, but now you got to be risking right around well, I guess I'll do 100. Let's see. Let's just make sure if I'm wrong. 163, 160. Oh no, that's like a good $1.50. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, this is a little bit more manageable. So let's see it move up some. Yeah, 163.50 looks interesting. But I'm just going to do 100 shares at this point, just because if I'm wrong, I don't want to, you know, end up giving back all my gains. But let's see what happens with 163.50. So in there, 163.55. Like I said, if I'm wrong, then, you know, it'll cost me right around $100 or so. But right now, looking like I don't know. Does this thing want to roll back? No, now it's starting to shoot back upwards. But it can easily just shoot right back downwards too. I want to see this thing at least at 163. I mean, that's reasonable. Yeah. Strong, strong, strong. Can it actually get the break? I'm having flashbacks. So what was that, 162 we were watching? There we go. All right, so 50 shares left now. And we'll see what this thing wants to do. Might look to pull off some more down around 162.50. And this is a great looking, come on. I think I can get even better than 162.50 now at this point. And this is looking like it wants to, I mean, it went down there and bounced basically right off of 162.50. Let's see. Try to give it another opportunity to work its way back down there. Maybe a second time's a charm. I'm not going to whisper sweet nothings, though. Last time I whispered sweet nothings, the thing bounced hugely. So there's no way I'm whispering sweet nothings to Boeing on this one. I'll just wait here politely, patiently. Boeing, proceed onwards with however you want to behave. We'll see if that works. Maybe I just shouldn't talk to Boeing at all. Apparently, Boeing is a stock that does not want to be talked to. All right, have 25 shares left now. Took off some more. And with 25, I'm just going to get all out there. So there we go, $400. It's not even 15 minutes into the day, and all came from Boeing. But yeah, I guess the learning lesson here is don't try to talk to Boeing at all. Showing it respect did not work. Whispering sweet nothings did not work. So it is what it is. Maybe that'll be the title of this video. Don't talk to Boeing. But overall, very happy with that. Like I said, 15 minutes in, not sure many places in the world where you can make $400 in less than 15 minutes, but I'm very happy with it. And I do want to make a quick note because I'm saying the same thing to myself, and I say this quite a bit, but you could very well be saying, like I said, I'm saying it, Clay, why did you only do 100 shares on that second trade? I mean, it went in your favor quite a bit. You could have made like $500, and you're right, I could have, but the question always becomes, well, what happens if I was wrong? What happens if the price would have continued to go against me? Then I was at risk of potentially losing all my gains and putting myself into the red. And for me personally, I was not comfortable doing that. I did not want to risk that. So I get it when the trade goes in your favor, what you have is confirmation bias. And what the bias is and what you're confirming is the fact that, hey, you were right. Look at how much you could have made. But what your mind is doing is it's forgetting to calculate the opposite side of things. It's not confirming the bias of, hey, look, you were right. It's forgetting about the, yeah, but what if you had been wrong? Then what? So yes, I get it. In hindsight, I wish I would have done 1,500 shares. But I did 100 because, again, that's, as traders, that's what you have to focus on is, well, what happens if I'm wrong? How will I feel about the result if I'm wrong? And like I said, had I been wrong at 500 shares, that would have been, that would have put me in a spot that I did not want to be in. But if I was wrong with 100 shares, I would have still been okay. I just happened to be right. So yes, I didn't make as much, but still worked out just fine. But hopefully that makes sense because that's a valuable learning lesson. And that's us as human beings. That's just confirmation bias. That's kind of the way our brains work. Well, I am going to go ahead and wrap things up. Like I was saying, $400 in less than 15 minutes. I'm good with that. And for me, and I've said this many times before, but the trading lifestyle, quote unquote, is not about Lamborghinis. It's not about Rolex watches. It's not about, buying some sort of beachside Malibu mansion. It's about freedom of time, freedom of choice. I want to be done. I want to go and just do other stuff with my time. And I'm not saying that my definition of the trader life is the correct one. I'm just saying for me, that's what I value most about being a trader is having the freedom to just go and use your time however you want. I'm a dad of 4 kids. I work from home. So I'm going to go hang out with my kids. I want to go play with my kids for a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, if you're in this, no, Clay, I want a collection of Rolex watches. That's cool. Hey, no judgments for me. Whatever your quote unquote trader lifestyle is, that is totally up to you. But for me, I just like the freedom of time. So yes, is $400 like a massive amount of money? I mean, yeah, kind of it is when you factor in that I made it in 15 minutes. But I saw such and such make $40,000. That's awesome for them. I'm happy for them. That's great. But I mean, let's keep in mind the time component. I mean, for me and for what I'm after, $400, 15 minutes, I'm more than happy with. Now, if you do want to join the community, get those alerts that you saw all play out here in real time, then just go to claytrader.com/team. And the way that works is $99, not per month, for 3 months. which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So really the question becomes, if I invest the $99 for 3 months, do I believe I can get more than $8.25, not per day, but per week of value? If you think that you can get more than $8.25 per week of value, then you'll get a great return on your investment. So be sure to check it out. There is also a mobile app, so it's not like you have to, be watching your computer and be chained to your computer all day or anything like that. So you can stay in touch wherever. And then as far as the live trade is concerned, a couple quick requests. If you enjoy these live trades, if you want me to keep making them, the easiest and quickest way to communicate that to me, just hit that like button. Also, comments, questions, suggestions, please leave those down below. I do read and will reply to all comments. And then finally, check out the channel. Hopefully you decide to hit the subscribe button. But like I said, if you want to trade alongside me and other really quality traders, get the alerts that you saw play out here. And like I said, claytrader.com/team. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.